things get even nastier in the tank.
You are so full of doesn't add up. There's no chance on God's green earth that this deal could ever possibly close.
Mr. Cuban accused him of being here for only exposure.
In the tank, hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We've sold over 500 units.
Why isn't it more?
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I think the idea sucks.
With you, Lace, the possibilities are endless.
If the sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
You're the real deal, and this is a real company. Well, then I'm interested.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
Not everybody is super aggressive, full of themselves like you.
Do your own deal, Robert.
I made an offer.
Robert, you're trying to undercut me.
No kidding, bozo.
Yeah, well, you better put in your mouthpiece, because this is about to get ugly.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU, with over $6 billion in retail sales to date. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is an entrepreneur with a revolutionary new bike accessory.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Kent Frankovich. I'm a mechanical engineer from San Francisco, California, and co-founder of Revo Lights. I am seeking $150,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. So traditional bike lights generally consist of a small, forward-facing white light that mounts to your handlebars and a small, rear-facing red light that mounts to the back of your bike. But we think this approach is incorrect, considering an estimated 70% of nighttime car-on-bike collisions can be attributed to inadequate side visibility. We want to eliminate that statistic, and let me show you how. Revo lights consist of intelligent rings of LEDs that mount to your wheels and synchronize to your speed to create a forward-projecting headlight that stays in the right position at any speed, a rear-facing functioning brake light, and a dramatic increase in your side visibility.
That is so cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Really smart.
So, demand has been overwhelming for our product, but in order to make this thing really take off, we need to get to a more mainstream price, lower our cost of goods, and for that, I need your help. Who wants to come up and check out the lights?
I'll try it. By the way, that's what Damon wears when he rides his bike.
Okay.
Trust me, Damon doesn't ride a bike.
Of course I do.
All right, you got to really start going. Okay.
Kent, how did you come up with this idea while he's riding?
I originally had the idea riding home from my lab at Stanford in grad school. I finished up, and I was going through a lot of dark patches. And I was just hitting bumps and potholes at the last minute, and I finally said to myself, man, I need a better headlight. And so, but I started thinking I didn't want to just go and buy a more bright headlight. I wanted to make a more efficient headlight by putting the light where it's needed, as far forward and close to the ground as possible.
Hold on, before you finish, I want to look at it. I want to see how this is facing forward.
So the way it works, there's rings of LEDs. They attach to your wheel. So as they go, at low speeds, there's an accelerometer that's figuring out forward at all times.
One size fits all?
Right now, we're
It
just
points
road bikes and
forward.
hybrid bikes. That's
Can I retrofit it to an existing bike and
Yes.
existing wheel?
Yep.
Can you pass that out around to us?
The wheel, yeah.
Is it something that you clip onto the wheel? Any
So
wheel?
we have, right now, we sell a kit that allows you to install hardware onto your spokes. But we also have now a wheel with the lights permanently riveted in.
It also looks like it could be stolen.
So stolen is actually a big point because that is one of people's main concerns with bike lights currently. We manufacture them to be solid rings. So when you lock up your wheels, you're actually locking up your lights.
I'm assuming you have a patent for it?
We now have 2 granted utility patents.
Okay, have you considered licensing it to one of the 2 giant bike manufacturers?
Absolutely. We wanted to get to a point where we were proving the market, and we started building them into wheels, and we're using that as an example to land those.
What are your sales so far?
So we haven't been selling for more than 12 months, and in those 12 months, we have sold $600,000 worth of our product online, almost exclusively.
Oh, what it costs to make, how much you sell it for?
So currently, we are selling each individual set, front or back, for $139. The full set you can buy for $229.
You made $600,000 in what period of time?
So that's in about 10 months of sales.
How much of that is profit?
So we have not become profitable yet.
Okay.
So
what does it cost you to make it?
The next order we're going to place is $100.
For a set
It
or just one?
costs you $100, and you sell it for $229.
Yes.
Why did you not make profit? Is it because of the margin, or
because he's investing and growing
or is it because you're putting money back in? That's what I was going to ask.
Money back in.
I've seen strips that you can put around that just are for color and for fun, but this is much stronger.
Costs 10 times more,
Do you have, oh yeah, I mean, those cost like 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But do you have any competition in this space for doing something that's a very bright light that's screaming, a bike is right here, watch out?
There is nothing that provides the visibility patch that we do. My background is mechanical engineering. I was actually at the Jet Propulsion Lab, which is NASA's unmanned spaceflight wing. I was on the Mars Science Lab mission.
Wow, we've never had somebody come in here and pitch that worked at NASA. You're a real rocket scientist.
Rocket engineer.
Rocket engineer.
Big difference.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the party started here.
Okay.
$300,000 for 30%. Just think about it for a second.
I'll make you an offer that's probably more attractive. I don't want any of your equity.
I know where this is going, and remember, perpetuity is the new broke.
No, but I may craft it in a different way. I would give you the $150,000, exactly what you asked for, and I'd take a 7% royalty till I get my $150,000 back, and then I drop it down to 1% in perpetuity.
It's like the wheel. It always spins and ends up in the same spot.
You keep your equity, because the truth is the equity in this company could be very, very valuable one day.
Well, first off, thank you very much, both of you, for making an offer. Kevin, to speak to your point real quick on the royalty, we're at an early stage in our company, and that cash flow out can stifle our growth.
Bang.
Would
Best
you rather,
answer to his
would you rather
royalty
I
thing.
lent you the money? I was a lender?
Right now, what we want is an equity investment.
Ken, I'll make you an offer.
Okay.
Incredibly clever and smart idea.
Thank you.
And you must be Croatian with a name like Frankovic.
Yep, I am.
Did you come over in a boat with a little rice and rats in it?
So you're asking for $150,000 for 10%.
Correct.
I'll give you $300,000 for 10%.
Oh,
I think your value
wait
is
a
actually
minute.
too low. I do think you undervalue that.
Robert, you're trying to undercut me.
No kidding, bozo.
Well, you better put in your mouthpiece, because this is about to get ugly.
Kent has 3 offers on the table, but Robert has generously offered double the money that Kent was seeking.
So you're asking for $150,000 for 10%.
Correct.
I'll give you $300,000 for 10%.
Oh,
I think your value
wait a
is actually
minute.
too low.
Robert, you're trying to undercut me.
No kidding, bozo.
Well, you better put in your mouthpiece, because this is about to get ugly.
Wow.
That is an incredibly generous offer, Robert.
I have to put the ego aside, and I don't want to get into a bidding war. I'm going to have to say Robert did give you a very generous offer. I'll step out.
Thank you again for the offer, Damon.
I'm still here.
Robert, you have an incredible offer. I would like to see if any of the sharks we're still in would like to make an offer as well before I decide.
Such a nice way to say no.
Robert's right. It's worth a lot more, and you know that. You have your background and your experience and $600,000 in sales. People are probably throwing money at you. You don't come in and ask for a $1.5 million valuation. Unless you're screwing with us, it makes no sense whatsoever. I think there's no chance on God's green earth that this deal could ever possibly close, because you'd be an idiot among your friends to value this company at $1.5 million or even $3 million. It doesn't add up.
You just insult him?
Yes. Because he's insulting us.
Mark Cuban just crapped on you. What do you say?
So here's the response. I think that we have absolutely been looking to find investment. The fact is, coming and talking to you guys and the connections that you have and the networks that you have and the experience that you have.
You are so full of excuse my French. Connections is the least of your words. And I'm being brutally honest. Robert offered you twice
What you asked for?
what you were asking for at the same valuation. You didn't even put up a little bit of a smile.
So what are you doing, Mark?
I'm out.
Wow.
I feel like Mark has brought up something that I really need to defend.
Lori's going to open
Wait a
it.
second.
Well, you
What
go
is it?
ahead.
Do it,
Answer it.
Kent.
Answer
Do
it.
it.
Okay.
Answer it.
You
So-
have the guts.
So
Don't
the-
let people talk down to you like that.
You were so smart, capital was not a problem. You were smart enough to come on here, push down the valuation.
very
present
least,
open
Mark,
letters.
you're suspicious of his motivation.
The first
Yes.
thing that you're bringing up is that capital is not a problem, which is not accurate. I've been working for 1.5 years, and so is all the other people in our office without being paid. So no, capital is actually an issue. And frankly, the way I see this show is we are able to partner with somebody who has amazing connections, who has the ability to get us to the point where we need to be to start really moving product.
So why wouldn't you just say yes to Robert? $300,000 for 10%, bam, you got the capital, you got connections.
Yes.
Say yes.
Because he's a nice guy. You know, not everybody is super aggressive, full of themselves like you.
How do you feel making a great offer and he's not answering you right now?
You know what? You might be right. Kent might never close with me, but I'm not getting that vibe from the guy.
Okay.
And
You're also not getting an
your
answer
own
from
deal.
him. He
Make your
knows
own
that we're
deal.
out over here.
Do your own deal, Robert.
I made an offer.
Kevin, I greatly appreciate your offer, but I'm going to have to say I need to go with Robert.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ken.
You better not be wasting my time.
I'm absolutely not wasting your time. Thank you very much.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
So basically what Mr. Cuban accused him of was being here for only exposure.
I offered the guy an offer. He didn't say no to me. What he said was, in a nice way, I'd like to hear what other people say.
If I'm standing right there and I say, I want $150,000 for 10%, and then somebody, while I'm standing there, says, I'll give you $300,000 for 10%, the normal response is, wow, he didn't flinch.
Mark, you know what? You're a pushy guy. You push the guy. And you
I just
rattle.
sat back and listened.
You know what, Mark? I only have the faith of the people that come in here and
No,
they work.
look, we'll find out.
But I'm not going to be rude to people when they come out
That's
here.
why they play the games.
We'll see.
Last season, Mary Beth Lugo made a deal with Mark Cuban for her product, Kazam,
Whoa.
a pedalless training bike for toddlers.
Do we have a deal?
We have a deal.
Amen.
All right.
Nice.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Let's see how she's doing now.
Business has been phenomenal. Since Shark Tank, we've done $1 million in sales. Over the next 12 months, we're projecting $2 million in sales. Mark's team has helped us land the biggest deal to date, Sky Mall. Not only are we in 5 million printed copies, but also online and with viewership up to 160 million passengers. Mark and his team have helped us incorporate Kazam into our very first preschool program, and I just had to come out to Dallas to check it out. Who's ever been on a bike before?